Yo, Ralph Bear here. Welcome to the haunted world of El Superbeasto, a Rob Zombie animated feature that looks like a cross between a Spoomo cartoon and anything directed by Ralph Bakshi. So, a Spoomo cartoon.
Starring Pamela Anderson as Nick Fury, Lucha Libre's Ricochet as Beasto, and Gorilla Grodd as Asked Jeeves in The Obnoxious World of El Super Asshole, coming soon to a failing video store near you.
Based on some high school doodles by Rob Zombie, which actually became a published comic book, Rob Zombie's animated movie has a comedic humor and wit of something actually made in high school.
This review was commissioned by longtime fan of RB Comics, Ironhead78. Knowing our taste in B-movie gold, we appreciate the request. You're getting a gold star there, Iron.
And without further ado, let us begin.
So we begin with the opening of the movie and... what the hell? Hold up, is that the opening to Frankenstein, or could they just not afford color?
How do you do?
Holy shit, it is! This'll give you an idea of what the movie's gonna be like. All the songs are performed by an erection.
Cool! Right down to all those eyes is gonna haunt me in my nightmares, along with that music.
Now, say what you will about Rob Zombie,
Don't tempt me.
but you cannot deny that he knows his horror movie roots from this beginning alone, to Murray the Robot, who is obviously based on the Phantom Creeps film serial.
Ooh, I like cereals.
No, stupid. I mean horror serial.
Ooh, what a coincidence! I've got those too! I wonder what Phantom Creeps taste like.
Moving on.
The movie officially starts at Beasto's apartment, and we learn that he's a film director in name only. He's hosting auditions for some ladies to be in a... Italian food-based porno? Okay, ladies, let me give you some helpful advice. 1, Italian food is delicious, not sexy. 2, if you go for an audition and the director's wearing a Mexican wrestling mask, run! You know, I've always said commercials would be better if they just had tits in them. Well, there goes my boner.
Yeah, I'm off men forever.
Oh, and it's back.
How do you like a macaroni now, eh?
Beasto, your dick is like the wet noodle, huh?
Suddenly, werewolves.
Jesus, holy monkey! That wasn't in the script.
So, Beasto used the stake and cross to kill the... Hey! That's vampires, you dingus! This is so goes against the werewolf and vampire mythology! Right, Katie? Katie?
I wonder if I'm more of an ass man or a tits man.
After a hard day of directing/acting, there's only one way I like to chillax. Titty boy.
Beasto's on his way to his Saturday Night Fever audition, and we get to hear his theme song/origin story. Okay, long story short, he's a Mexican wrestler who's also an asshole.
Whose dick is gonna be more like ground hamburger than a cannoli out of that caddy shut down his pants gets done with it? I mean, I know he's trying for pussy, but... So anyway, Beasto arrive at the strip club where we see zombies horror references splurge all over onto the small screen.
Ew.
Shining. Hilarious. Fucking comedian.
What'll it be, Beasto? I ain't in the mood for tired 80s references, man.
Now, feel free to use this line whenever we make an 80s reference.
Yeah, about that. Well, the last time we tried to use a score counter for every reference that was made in this movie in the first viewing,
Quick! Save all the hair clippers!
so Beasto's hand on the Bride of Frankentits. Seriously, lady, you could do so much better than Christopher Lee's Dracula.
I can say the same for Beasto. Her tits are obviously fake. I can see the surgery scar. Well, who gives a shit about Beasto? Let's get to some Nazi-sploitation. Gotta hit that cult film bingo in this picture. Oh look, they made the Nazi werewolf trailer from Grindhouse into a real movie.
Then we get to Susie X, and sexy action spy thriller character who busts in and steals Hitler's head.
Whoa, Mama! I bet MacGyver never had anything like this next to his tatas.
Not true. He kept a paraglider under his right nipple in case of an emergency.
She, with the aid of her faithful and excitable robot Murray, mow down an army of undead zombies. So basically, she's a fusion of Clover from Totally Spies, Harley Quinn, with a dash of Aaron Esurance.
We now finally been introduced by the villain of the movie. You sure about that? Dr. Satan. He's a nerdy mad scientist who looks just like the devil himself, plans to find his perfect bride, mostly from spying them on camera, like most internet dating services.
Well, I can spy on them all. I can see them in their showers, in their boudoirs, even on the cam.
Well, hey, if it worked for Chuck Berry.
But no, seriously, why does he creepily spy on women? Well, there's actually a plan, and he'll elaborate it through song.
Here again. Now pay attention, because this is serious shit. All these things should coincide. Y'all motherfuckers better run and hide from one kind being horrifying Dr. Satan with all the sunny powers around inside. Well, alright. All the sunny powers of...
Schoolhouse Rock Satanist Edition. Yours for only $9.95.
We cut back to the strip club where we are introduced to one of the main players of the movie, Velvet Von Black.
Girl you read about in girly magazines while you've got your wiener in your hand. She's more addicted than the crack. Velvet Von Black.
Wow, she's great looking. Maybe this being gay thing won't be so hard after all.
Velvet makes you harder than a calculus class if you want to meet her for a casual screw.
Okay. Maybe I'm not.
Wait, so she can make body parts bigger by blowing on her thumb? Nope, didn't work.
I think I left a nickel on stage. Consider it my donation to the Sad Ass Hoe Club. Ay, what did she say? I said sad hoe. You sad ass deaf hoe. Ah, buddy. Excuse me, but I didn't see no sign saying dumbass hate on it. Charming.
That's it. I'm done. No more sex for Katie. Ever.
Is she coming back? Is this normal?
I don't know. Just keep rolling, Smokey.
So, Velvet gets kidnapped by Dr. Satan's gorilla henchman slash butler Otto, and El Superbeasto gives chase. Not because he cares for the safety of the free world, not because it is naturally the right thing to do, because he wants to have and protect dear poor old Velvet Von Black's love box.
Mexican wrestlers and horny apes? I think I've seen this before. We cut back to Susie X being chased by Nazis and... You know, I'm so glad when the song does my job for me.
So, Susie X confronts the Nazi zombies, or zombie? Or Zomzi? Zamboni? Those guys, yeah.
I'm beginning to think this movie might be anti-Nazi.
Or a great theme for a Wicked A Nazi bingo.
I think this is one of Rob Zombie's better executed attempts at making something, well, good out of the horror genre. Rob Zombie, musician, filmmaker, and writer, loves horror movies. He seems, for the most part, gets the appeal and have good trivia on most of them. When he first got the chance to do said horror movie himself, and later gets to do the Halloween remakes, it shows that he has a style he wants to do on his own, and despite all the frantic, obnoxious, and absurdly unnecessary moments of his previous movies, he does got a good story underneath all that. Just the execution just so unreal to even sit through and take seriously, or even their charms isn't endearing enough where we get so annoyed we want to change the channel. And I f***ing look at you, remake Roy Strode, you obnoxious, stupid bitch. Sorry. Moving on. This movie so far, with the animated John K. Ralph Bakshi look of the movie, fits Zombie's absurd direction style. Again, compare his previous films where the characters curse like a child who just discovered the word f***, the violence being so gratuitous.
Okay, so after that, we cut back to Dr. Satan. Oh, God.
Dr. Satan, I will see you. What did I say about me in the bedroom?
Jesus Christ, this is one instance where I wish masturbation would make me go blind. So Beasto infiltrates Dr. Satan's graveyard lair and meets up with the creature from the Black Lagoon. The Black Lagoon is what the Bride of Frankenstein's vagina is called. Where he confronts Satan's bodyguard, played flamboyantly by Charles Adler.
You picked the wrong guy on the wrong night. I just lost another goddamn pilot to that punk from Malcolm in the Middle!
Hey, don't feel bad. Bryan Cranston's a very good actor.
Hold that thought. Hello?
Ooh. Ouch.
Cell phone people are so rude. Beasto, are you alright?
Okay, so Beasto's captured. Back in his lair, Dr. Satan pretty much... you know what? Just play it. What does this have to do with the plot?
Shh, Brandon, let's not ruin this. I actually find this kind of cute. Just like that, I'm straight again. Huh.
Woo! Yay! Yippee!
I should win an Oscar for this.
Don't push it. Pretty much Dr. Satan's backstory is that he's a creepy, nerdy young man named Steve Wachowski, who has a love-sick obsession of Beasto's sidekick, Susie X. Beasto shows up either defending his sister for being totally creeped on,
Yeah! Get a load of this, ladies. I'm awesome. I'm awesome.
or he just wedgies Steve for the lows.
And surprise, surprise, even in high school, Beasto was an asshole. So basically, we can sum up his backstory as, you bullied me, so now I'm gonna become a supervillain.
So, who's the bad guy again?
Moving on.
Meanwhile, Dr. Satan's sugar mommy, Von Black, is living up the supervillain lifestyle, even going so far as to hit on Otto, the ape.
Don't front. You know you staring at my Wonder Twins. You want your monkey juice on this shit, don't you?
No, put the twins to bed. I would rather shut out my eyes with a rusty clam knife.
I cringed at the very first syllable that came out of her stupid mouth, let alone watching her try to hit on one of the better, more decent characters in this movie. I mean, sheesh, he deserves better. Monkeys have standards too.
No, why you stop? I'm the one who tells you when.
But it was a mistake, I assure you. Like casting George Lazenby as 007.
Still a better decision than putting Keanu Reeves in that Dracula movie. See, movie? I can do horror references too.
Beasto dramatically wakes up in his prison cell alongside with Archie Balls! Holy snikes, that cannot be healthy. Normally to see balls like that in a cartoon, you gotta watch an anime. Yeah, while Beasto tries to think of a way out of here, Susie X finally arrives to rescue her brother. But first, boobies!
You never have to feel the rush of hot blood racing through your veins, pumping life into vital organs. Throbbing, pulsating, swelling, pumping. Hot stuff. I'll tell you when we need the big guns.
She's lucky his gun didn't go off early.
Please stop teasing the killbot.
Meanwhile, back in Beasto's prison, they managed to find a perfect plan. Use Beasto's fear of his creepy Uncle Carl in a thong with rats to give Beasto the motive to break free and get out.
I like this plan. I'm excited to be part of it.
Hey, Beasto, you want to play my bad little pony? Whoa!
Uncle Carl! Jesus, Mary and secrets! What's the worst news?
Hey, check this out.
I made a horrible mistake.
Looks like Dr. Satan managed to woo Velvet Von Black with his charm and begins his Polish wedding. Beasto and Elgato navigate their way into the sewer only to stumble upon a sewer-based tremor. Has Beasto got the balls to defeat this worm? Yes, he does.
Satan's wedding plan begins as he will soon learn two horrible mistakes. One, never burn bridges with your gorilla henchmen. And two, well, let's just say he's starting to regret marrying this jiving blowhorn whose name's Von Black.
Act a fool? No, Cupcake.
I was expecting him to drown her by the river, but that works too, I guess.
I'm gonna act like this! Is there something you'd like to say, Otto? I'll save my comments for later, sir. And get this frozen bitch to the altar!
My dad said the same thing on his wedding day.
Beasto manages to find Dr. Satan's lair and, for once, has some standards. Apparently, hitting on his adoptive sister is one of his big no-nos. And after a quick up-to-speed with Susie X...
Does the phrase, eat me, I'm your love muffin, ring any bells?
Yeah, my dad also said that on his wedding day.
I question your home life.
And Beasto's best plan to save his sister is... Oh, screw it, I'll let the song explain it.
Wow, even the music agrees with me. Suddenly the movie's like King Kong if it was directed by Anton LaVey.
Dr. Satan begins his unholy dinner date with Susie X and begins to relive any creepy person's fanfic fantasies until Beasto, along with Von Black, Murray, and Beasto's wrestling buddies, arrives just in time. Von Black spots her hubby with Susie and begins to call her out.
Alright, cat fight!
Pussy fight!
Alright, cat fight!
It's alright to jerk off to cartoons. The Japanese do it every day. So rub one out for the USA. The USA!
Rub one out for America. Trump's new campaign platform.
With Von Black defeated, Dr. Satan stomps her flat, but was defeated by plot convenience.
You mean Dr. Satan will shrink back to normal size as he squashes his unholy pride with the heel of his cloven hoof under a crescent moon. His albino Barry Manilow looks like warbles through Cohen under a shower of rainbow sparkles, while some disgustingly cute kitten screams a Moroccan death chant. Great. Now where are we going to find a kitten like that?
Oh, poor Dr. Satan. He just can't catch a break. Although that nose and nipple part was really gross. Oh, what the hell. Give him a cookie anyway. He deserves it.
We finally conclude the movie with Beasto having a talk show that ends with him singing a Loverboy song because REO Speedwagon had too much pride to be associated with this movie. Oh, and Von Black and Otto are a couple now. Sure, why not?
How the hell did Von Black live to fuck another day? And why does Otto put up with her shit? Well, we've all seen what gorillas can do to a body. Let's just cross our fingers.
And Susie gets to ride on Murray's festival pole. No, seriously, she is riding on a festival pole. That looks awesome, but obscene. Ugh. Oh well, after a few after credits parts, we finally end the movie.
Yeah, that sequel ain't happening.
Overall, I love this movie. This is pretty much, thus far, Rob Zombie's best film. The characters ranges from charm and hilarious to pretty obnoxious, and the animation done by Carbuncle Cartoons and Big Star Animation, along with the addition of Mr. Lawrence's fast-paced, laugh-out-loud writing, makes every gag and even the most crass and gross-out humor give you a chuckle. Even if some jokes falls flat, there's another one that comes in for the save. Just like Drawn Together, this cartoon is not for everyone. I enjoyed Drawn Together and this movie since it obviously shows a lot of love and dedication for the horror and golden age animation. I mean, where else besides Drawn Together do you get to see Rob Paulsen playing a Nazi zombie and a wrestler with big cojones, or April Winchell, Tom Kenny, Jess Harnell, and the great Charlie Adler being in the same movie saying rated R lines like this.
What's a big breath mint?
Who do I have to fuck?
Come on, they just flashed some titties.
So, you want to play my bad little pony?
If you're a fan of adult animation along the lines of South Park, Fritz the Cat, or Cool World, then this is the movie for you. If you still have a deep-seated hatred for Mr. Zombie in all his previous movies,
It's not for everybody, and the humor is definitely juvenile, but parts of it, particularly some of the songs, are pretty funny, and it's clear Rob Zombie's having a blast putting in all the horror movie cameos. Personally though, when it comes to adult animation, I prefer less cartoony stuff like Heavy Metal and Akira. After all, when the tits are drawn more realistically, it makes it that much easier to masturbate.
I hope you enjoyed the crossover with us, Mr. Tenold.
Well, almost glad to be here.
See you later.
Until next time.